Dennis here, and this video is a don't do what Dennis does video. So let me explain. These are a couple supers that I extracted earlier, and I had put back on the hives like a month or so ago for the bees to clean up. Well, last week I went and checked on them, and they had cleaned up most of the wax, but there was still quite a bit of honey, and they actually started capping some honey back in there. So because I mainly wanted to store these over the winter to have some wax for them to start on next year, I decided to take them off the hives. And I put them in my garage, thinking that I was going to extract the little bit of honey that was in there. Well, then silly me decided that it wasn't worth the extraction, so I decided to take these and just put them out near the hives in my backyard and just kind of let the bees clean up the rest of the honey out of the wax. Well, you can see they got really excited about this. They are cleaning it up very nicely. They're also all over my backyard. And unfortunately, because I decided to store these in the garage for a while, they're now all trying to get into my garage because they smell it. So the thing is as the first bees found these supers, they went back to the hive and they did their waggle dance, and they told the other bees where to find it. And they got really excited, I'm sure, because it's a really good source of nectar, and actually it's mostly honey. So even less work that they have to do, so really valuable for them. So they'll get really excited and do very strong waggle dances to let all the other bees know that the honey's out here. They also communicate the scent. So the bees returning are going to smell like the source they came from, and then the other bees are going to go out using the waggle dance to look, in that direction, and they're also going to look for the smell. So that's my theory of why I'm seeing a bunch of them dive bombing into the side of my garage now and flying all around here, because I think they smell the scent of the honey coming from the garage, because the supers were stored in there for the last week. But just in general, there are a ton of bees in my backyard right now. So you can see the white cappings next to the supers and on the ground. That's from them chewing off the honeycomb so that they can get into the honey and nectar easier. I really thought that by putting this so close to the hive that they would just go directly from the hive to the supers and then back again, and they would just be like a beeline traffic here. I really wasn't expecting so many foragers to go rushing out of the hive and make it to my garage. And I think a lot of them are just flying out really excited and losing their way and kind of like searching for this honey source, or maybe smelling the smell in other areas and thinking that that's also a source of honey. So yeah, I did kind of expect the bees to come out and cover these supers eventually as they get all the honey off of them, but I really didn't expect how excited they would be. And I think this partly has to do with the fact that we've been kind of in a dearth this summer. There hasn't been a lot of nectar lately. It's been very dry here, so there's not a lot flowing for them to gather. So when there's all of a sudden a source, they're really excited to load up. Alright, so that's it for the video. I just wanted to show you what happens when you do this. And if you're not prepared, don't do it in your backyard. Effective? Probably. They'll probably have this cleaned out in another hour or two. But I don't know if it was worth this. I'm out here in a bee suit, and I told my wife and daughter Probably not going to use the backyard today. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.